Hello, beloved. I'm going to give you three things that you need to pay attention to. At least I'm paying attention to these three things. This is indication of the end times. We are in it right now. All the things that you're seeing right now of the lawlessness of Donald Trump and the executive branch and just doing whatever they want to do. All these things were prophesied in the Bible by the Apostle Paul. 2 Thessalonians, the second chapter. Go and read it. But these are three things that I'm paying attention to personally, and I highly recommend you to do the same. The number one thing you want to do is to keep your eye on Israel. Now, the people that are in Israel, there are people who are Christians, born again, praying just like you and I. But for the most part, Benjamin Netanyahu is not calling on God. He is not a child of God. He has not repented. So he is not considered, in my humble opinion, to be a man of God that has submitted his will to God. Now pay attention. Israel is the timepiece of all that will happen throughout the entire globe. Israel is like the timepiece that I'm paying attention to. Whatever happens in Israel will dictate what will happen around the globe. Pay attention. Now, here's what's going to happen. One, when you see Israel begin to turn toward God, and you begin to see even Netanyahu pray and recognize that the only help that they have is God, it sets the stage for a antichrist. It sets the stage for a world leader, a dictator, one who will come in a religious fashion and a governmental fashion and begin to negotiate a peace treaty with Israel. We are watching some incredible things play out right before our eyes right now. This one world dictator, this person will come in and begin to negotiate a peace treaty with Israel. It'll be a false treaty. And what he's going to do also, he's going to begin to negotiate building the temple. The third temple will be built. Animal sacrifice of the red heifer. All these things are things that Richardson's paying attention to. So the Antichrist coming in, a world dictator dictating peace, then building the temple and negotiating of rebuilding the temple in Jerusalem, right on the very place where you see the Dome of the Rock. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I do know you need to pay attention to these things. Now, the third thing is going to blow your mind. It's so very important that you pay close attention to these things. At least I'm paying attention to these things. Now, when you begin to see that Israel is surrounded by wars and surrounded by nations